and just telling you to press square. Now there was something you did miss, and it's very slight, but when you come outside for like the technically the first time, like after the cutscenes and stuff, Trode will just basically mention, okay, now we're off to the waterfall cave and we're on our adventure, and he basically just says, we'll be right behind you. If you need anything, just talk to us. I'm sure we can help each other out. He's basically saying, if you want to talk to him, as in like talk to the party, just press the start button, because obviously he can't go in the towns. It's not just February. He can't go into pretty much any town, or at least he doesn't risk it, so he always stays outside with his princess, with the princess horse. Which again, another reason why I kind of feel bad for Trode, even though he's pretty mouthy. Like, he is a considerate dude. Like, as you go along and stuff, you realize, okay, he is a considerate guy. And yes, any young girl who's like his dear Medea, he's all like, oh, you have to help, you have to help, she's just like my precious daughter, you know, and all that jazz. So yeah. But here's the map. I think there's like 3 floors, maybe a 4th floor, and there's also an optional boss, which I do intend to show that off as well. So, which means we might have to come out just to heal and then come back in, but we'll see. There's a guy over here. Yeah, I remember. Oh, it's a dancing devil. You devil, you! Oh no, no. Okay, didn't catch the dancing bug. It's not feeling it. Good times, man. Good times. Play some Beatles music. I don't know. Whatever music gets you going, get you jiggy with it, I suppose. I came to look at the waterful cave, and I stumbled upon this cave. Wait, I said waterful cave. My bad. Oh, a waterful cave. It's so intriguing. I was trying to explore, but I've got myself completely lost. It's not that bad, dude. I have fun with that. I want to say one of these treasure chests is fake. I'm a bit worried, because there are man-eating chests and like mimics, which essentially are monster chests, and they hit hard. That's the whole point. They're troll chests. They hit really hard. Okay, that's a Chimera ring. Okay. You know what? I could show you what happens if you try to zoom when you're inside. Since I've got one, haven't I? Ugh. Let me get in my bag. There we go. I've got one to spare. Underway! Wait, what? My planet needs me! Ow! Like, ow. How are you still going after that? You smack your head on the ceiling. I love that. It's like you can't just zoom out. There's a time and a place for everything. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Because 2 chests, 3 chests next to each other? Okay. I didn't think it was, because I'm pretty certain it's not this early in the game that these treasure chests start attacking you. But when they do, oh boy. And honestly, I'll probably go via memory. So, you know, I'll try and avoid it. There's also a really good move, actually, later on. Which I do recommend you get as well if you're stuck for treasure. And that's nose for treasure, basically. It's an ability that Yangus can learn by, I think you have to get his humanity ability up to a certain point. But once you do, basically he tells you how many treasures are in an area, which I believe includes towns and like anything dungeon wise. He won't do anything on the world map. It's literally just for like dungeons specifically. So if you're stuck looking for treasure and you want to know how many are in there, or you just want to go in and be like, how many are in there? 4, 5, 6. Get that ability. Nose for treasure. Bam. There you go. See, Yangus gets some useful abilities. He does. Oh man. And yeah, you will get backstory on Yangus. As to why he has these abilities. That's why I do like this game, because this game is full of... I don't think there's anything up there. I think that was just an alternate route. Oh, we got the mecha minnows, which are like mecha birds, essentially. Yeah. These guys can be a bit tricky. They're pretty fast, I will say. These enemies are pretty fast, so... And yes, they use Accelerate, which is a move you can eventually learn with another character, which speeds you up, essentially. I'll probably be using that with certain enemies, that's for sure. Which I think you learn automatically, I can't remember. Because there are some moves, you know, that you learn automatically by leveling up, and others that you have to increase your abilities for. Is there a mini-boss coming up? Yeah, I don't think so, right? No, not yet. Okay. So, okay, we're cool. Alright. Let's go on. Let's march! So, yeah, I'm pretty certain... Yeah, the king and the princess are outside. They don't want to go into this damp, dirty, wet cave. And plus, there's monsters. It's dangerous. We don't want to risk them getting hurt, so... Me and the gov are gonna sort things out. So, apparently there's a crystal ball here. Oh, it's the bubble slimes. Yeah, here comes another variant of the slimes. There's also king slimes as well, which is kind of cool. Which is basically just a bunch of normal slimes molded into one. So that's kind of neat. They're not too bad to deal with. The only thing you have to look out for is that they will sometimes poison you. They are poisonous to the touch sometimes, but not very often. It's one of those things where it's very rare that it happens, so it's probably not going to happen. And they go down not too bad. They're obviously stronger than the slimes. They give you a bit more experience, so... The music in the caves are actually very good. They summarize the areas very well. They're not all the same. Like I said, there are some variants where, you know, they're a bit different. But eventually it will loop around. There are certain areas specifically that do have their own type of like dungeon theme, which is cool. So limited, but still a great soundtrack. I would recommend listening to it in your own time if you can. So I'm not commentating over this fantastic music. You know, I'm ruining it. Stop boosting your speed, you cluckers, you mecha cluckers. That's what I'm gonna call you. Okay, you keep doing that. But I mean, that's fine, but I'll just take you out, so. Mecha feathers. BAM! Just whack you with your mallet. Unfortunately, we've still got our standard sword because we haven't found that weapon yet. It's deeper into the cave. So what I might do is, because the boss is coming up, but it's an optional boss. I think I'm gonna wait until I get that weapon, and then come back. Because I'm pretty certain you can do that. I'm gonna be pretty salty if I can't. I'd have to reset because I want to show off everything I possibly can. So this dude right here with the hammer. Hello. Well, well, you must be really brave to come up and talk to me like this. A man that looked like a peddler came along earlier, but when he saw me, he ran away without saying a word. So I guess he came down here in the end. Anyway, as you've probably realized, you'll have to fight me if you want to go any further. What do you think? Brave enough for that, are you? Yes. Yes, I am. Really? You are brave. That means you must be a good fighter. I know. In recognition of your bravery, I'm going to let you through. Yeah. Off you go then. Be careful now. Which I love that. It's just like, oh, hey. Okay, I'll let you through. Then. Now, the funny thing is, though, right, is that you can ask him again. He's like, wait, do you want to fight? And he's like, alright, then let's fight. And, yeah, he's pretty strong. Like I said, he's kind of like a mini-boss. An optional mini-boss. Earlier on, he's pretty strong. But I believe you do fight these as like normal enemies later on. So they're like preparing you, I suppose. It's like, hey, you get to fight this like random little mini-boss that's there. You don't have to fight them, though. Oh, it's the fire spirits. Alright, these are a little bit annoying. They're not like heavy hitters. They will throw fire at you, but like, how these guys work is that they have a lot of defense. So they don't go down very easily. Yeah, it's casting frizz. It's like a weak fire move that we can learn as well. Most of the moves you do see in this game you can learn. You can't learn everything that the enemy has. Like most of the dances, I don't think you can learn like any dances pretty much at all. Not in this game anyway. So yeah, they have like a lot of defense. They don't take that much damage. That's like the only annoying thing. They just take a bit. And I do like the fact that a lot of the enemies will try to use moves even though they haven't got MP. And there's actually a bat enemy, like a bat devil enemy, right? That actually has a super duper powerful move very early on in the game. But the ironic thing is because of its low MP, it can't use it. So you'll see this amazing move, and you're like, wait, what's this? Because you probably haven't seen it at this point, right? And then it says insignificant MP, and I'm like, oh. And they did it on purpose as a troll, you know. It's like, oh hey, this is a thing. So, oh, it's a slime, but I mean, he's just wandering about. No, he's not one of those monsters where I said if you find them randomly. It's not always the case. There are some monsters in like caves and villages that you can just talk to, but normally on the open field, they are specially strong monsters for specific reasons. Schlep. Guess what? This passage is a dead end. Do you believe me? I do. Yay! Then I'll tell you something good. It is a dead end, but there's a treasure chest up there. See? I mean, it pays you to talk to people, man, in this game. So they reward you, man. This game is great. That's pretty much what I could be saying. So, oh man, this part is already really long. I don't even know what to edit out though. That's the thing. I do apologize. Hopefully you're enjoying the parts. This is definitely one of my favorite Dragon Quest game, and maybe my favorite RPG. But I've played more RPGs since then, so it's kind of hard to say it's my favorite now, because I really like Dragon Age Origins. That thanks to my good friend Mark, who introduced me, who also did a Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins on the channel some whiles back. But if anyone's interested, feel free. It's on the channel. But this is where we get our weapon. Hey, so now we got our own copper sword. That's why it's like, well, I don't want to waste. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste money on a sword that I can find like almost immediately. So it's not super strong, but it's better than what we have. So here we go. There we go. Nice. Do I want to heal? Do I want to heal? Yeah, you know what? I don't want to waste MP right now. I want to be prepared because that guy might screw me over if I'm not careful. So, because that dude, that little hammer dude, little hammer bro from Mario, he has the same ability that we do. He has the psych up ability. So yeah, the enemies, the monsters in this game, some of them have the ability to psych up, as well as bosses. Which again, like I haven't shown off yet because I don't really need to use it right now, but I'll probably use it against him, or if not, probably the boss coming up. I'll definitely be using it throughout the game for sure. It's really useful. Again, I think it's unique to this game. I think again, Dragon Quest VIII introduced psyching up. Again, Dragon Quest VIII seemed to introduce a lot of things into the Dragon Quest series. So that's another reason why I say I'm spoiled, because I didn't get to experience the other games, but I was presented with this amazing game, you know. So a lot of things that weren't in the other games I was not aware of because I couldn't play them, you know. But now you can pretty much get these games on the eShop, I believe, like all of them. So, oh, hello, we've got a Skipper, a Draki, and a mischievous mole. Oh, I think this is the dude that casts Fizzle, which like basically stops you from using magic full stop. Am I right? It's just an eye and a giant blue. It looks like a Monster Inc. character. That's what he looks like. Yes, and the mole's psych up. Yeah, I actually forgot about that. I kind of want to take him out before he attacks me because he's going to hit hard. Okay, good. So essentially what psych up does is it increases all of your abilities. The output of all of your abilities. That includes your attack, your skills, and your spells. If I were to do a heal and it did 30, right, it healed 30 HP. If I were to psych up, it could do about double. So if I psych up and then heal, it would do 60. Say if I did like 10 damage, I psyched up, it could do 32 damage. So it increases all of your output, so it's really good. And you can do it multiple times. You can only do it up to 4 times. And I swear up to a certain point, you can reach up to 100 psych. But I swear I try and do it as early as I can in the game, and it won't let me. So I feel like up to a certain point you can, but I don't think the game tells you. The game tells you can psych up, and I think if you speak to someone specifically, they'll probably tell you can psych up to 100. But I feel like other than that, if you don't go out of your way to find this information, they don't tell you can reach that high. And for the longest time, right, I thought I could only go up to 50 because he wouldn't go up to 100. I just kept saying nothing happened, and I'm like, oh, I guess I can't go up to 100. And then at one point I just did, and I was like, oh. So anyway, do you by any chance think I'm a bit of a wimp? Well, I'm not, I tell you. If you don't believe me, why don't you try your luck and fight me? Let's go. Really? Then I suppose that's decided. Let's fight. I like this little dude. A hammerhead draws near. So, let's psych up. Oh, he didn't hit me. I just love the goofiness in this game because the enemies do all sorts of funny things. Like the cat enemies will sometimes like roll around, and literally just says the cat is rolling around, so it doesn't do anything, so it doesn't attack essentially. Or at one point it's like washing its face. Or some bosses will just outright take a turn to laugh and not even attack you. Just says this boss laughs mischievously or whatever, you know. It's like, oh my god. Or I think there's like a troll where it says the troll licks his weapon and laughs, and that's it. That's just what he does in that turn. I'm like, oh my god, it's hilarious. Alright, so I psyched up, but I haven't got any abilities, so I'm just going to attack. Are we going to use the new... Oh no, we can't use Helm... Okay, never mind. We do need 4... Okay. What game was I thinking where Helm Splitter did 0? I swear it was Helm Splitter. It might be a Dragon Quest game. I might be thinking of something else. I don't know. Okay, so we can't use it. No. Oh, no, it can be used. I'm an idiot, sorry. It does... I'm blind. So I was looking at the 4 and I was like, oh, I need 4 MP. But no, I have 4 MP and it costs 0. So I was right. But unfortunately, I have a hammer, not an axe right now. So, yeah. Oh, well, it's fine. We'll get a hammer later on, I think, in like the next town. So, just attack then. Ooh, 10. That's a healthy amount. Alright, we did 17 for psyching up, alright. Oh, and he's down. That's the beauty of psyching up. I mean, obviously, if we just attack, it'll probably take a couple of turns. If he psychs up and then hits you, he hits you for like 20 to 30. And that's about the amount of HP I have. So he can be tricky if you're unlucky. And then he just rolls over. I kind of feel bad. I'm sorry, dude. Hello. I don't want to fight you, I just want to... Are you okay? You caught me off guard! Ugh. But I suppose you won fair and square. Go on, you can pass. Alright, take a nap. Just don't die on me, alright? Don't die on me. Don't die! Alright, I better heal. Alright. Yeah, these parts are really long, so I'm not even sure. Again, I may just have to like sometimes fast forward to like areas. Or maybe skip out battles. I want to show off monsters, but again, like I don't want these parts to be blooming like an hour long. Like, jeez. Oh, got some mischievous moles. Okay. I will just attack. Yeah, psyching up can be very useful. Can also be very bad if the opponent does it, because they can hit you really hard. There is a boss that is actually specifically that just psychs up all the time. And there is an ability with someone that you can actually reduce the psych up power, but you can only knock it down a level. Ooh, okay, for 3. So I guess he would have done like 1 damage then. He wasn't that strong. That's alright then. I don't think the boss coming up psychs up, but he does crit. He can crit quite a lot. And of course we can crit in this game as well, which is very satisfying, man. It's got such a pow when you hit it. It's like, whoa, you feel it, man. And there's also certain moves as well, where basically you can get a guaranteed critical if it hits, but it's like a 50% chance. Well, I think it's like 25, and then you can upgrade it to like 50-50. Which is very useful against certain enemies that have lots of health or lots of defense, so you can just crit them, because crit, of course, ignores defense. So, max damage. Oh my god, look at him. He looks like he's drunk. Kangas. Okay, he's back. It's like, where are your arms flailing around to, man? Oh man, these dancing devils are just so jolly. They just want to dance all night long. I can imagine him doing this to Bayonetta, and Bayonetta would just love it because she loves dancing, so... Oh man. Oh, hey! Sweet! That means hopefully the hero should be coming up soon. Because yeah, I do think it's easier to level up Yangas. So, ooh. Do I want to do axes, or I could do clubs, but what's the point? I don't really like to use clubs often. I'm only using it because that's what we have. Do I want to do humanity first? I'll work my way up to humanity. There are some things I want from humanity, some things I want from axes. So I'll prioritize the different things that I want. But I would recommend going for certain abilities myself. But if you're playing this for the first time, then perhaps you can experiment. You know, see where you go. I would admit sometimes I do kind of like kick myself when I first play this, because there are certain abilities I could have got that really could help me, and I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, I wish I'd known that. Waterful ahead, no littering. Sorry. Alright, it's time. And now we're up to the final boss area. The music start tensing up. Ooh. And I like this, we're literally just walking down. You know, we're getting closer and closer. Drackies, I kind of don't want to fight you guys. Are you going to let me escape? Let's see. Okay, you are. When you're in a dungeon, the fleeing animation goes really quickly for some reason. But when you're in the overworld, it takes forever. It's just a little detail. I'm not sure why. Also, a thing to note, which I don't think I mentioned, in the 3DS version, they changed the encounter rate. Essentially, you do see the monsters on the map, so it makes it easier to avoid them. And if you want to like fight certain monsters, if you see them on the map, you can go for them. So that I would kind of say is an improvement, honestly. I mean, when I first played this, I was like, ooh, you know, who am I going to encounter? It's a bit of a mystery, but at the same time, it's like, if you want to avoid encounters, it's kind of hard to, because, you know, it could just happen, and it happened a lot. So I would say that the 3DS did improve on that, you know. Definitely did improve, you know. Because I remember correctly, Dragon Quest IX on the DS had that. Like, basically so that you can, you know, see what's ahead and stuff. Alright.